Good morning. My name is Greg Bretson. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI here in Oregon. For the past month, the FBI, along with our partners with the Hardin County Sheriff's Office, the Oregon State Police, and the many other state, federal, and local agencies that we've been working with, have had a very deliberate and measured response. We have worked diligently to bring the situation at the Malheur National Wildlife Refuge to a peaceful end. But because this is an ongoing investigation, there are many specifics we cannot talk about at this time. There are still people illegally occupying Malheur Refuge at this point. I will say that the armed occupiers have been given ample opportunities to leave the refuge peacefully. They have been given opportunities to negotiate. As outsiders to Oregon, they have been given the opportunity to return to their families and to work through the normal legal process to air their grievances. Instead, these individuals have chosen to threaten and intimidate the America they profess to love, and through criminal actions, bring these consequences upon themselves. Yesterday, the FBI, with our partners, took the first steps to bring this occupation to a conclusion. We worked to ensure that we could do so peacefully and safely, out of harm's way of the citizens here in the county, removing the threat of danger from anybody who might be present. We continue to work to empty the refuge of those who continue to illegally occupy the refuge and remove them in the safest way possible. 8 people were arrested, and 1 man died yesterday as we attempted to take him into custody. Because there is an ongoing investigation by the Deschutes County Major Crimes Team on part of the Oregon State Police involving this process, I cannot comment on the details or on the specifics. I would, however, ask for your patience as this shooting investigation goes through this normal outside process. At the appropriate time, the medical examiner's office will release the identity of the decedent, and the Oregon State Police will then be able to address the details of the event. Let me be clear. It is the actions and choices of the armed occupiers of the refuge that has led us to where we are today. They had ample opportunity to leave the refuge peacefully. And as the FBI and our partners have clearly demonstrated, actions are not without consequences. Containment roadblocks are now in place around the refuge. The disruption to the good people of Hardin County that they've had to endure for the last several months will continue for a while longer. If the people on the refuge want to leave, they're free to do so through the checkpoints where they will be identified. If they have questions or concerns, they can contact the negotiators on the telephone number that has been provided to them. As I conclude, I want to share my promise to the citizens of this county, to the people who live here, who work here, who are raising their families here, that we will continue to look for safe, peaceful procedures and how to bring this to a peaceful conclusion. We recognize that the sooner we do so, the sooner this community can begin to heal. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Bill Williams, and I'm the U.S. Attorney for the District of Oregon. I've been coming to this county for the last 15 years on behalf of the U.S. Attorney's Office for various work-related responsibilities. And through that time, I'm keenly aware of the concerns that are important to this community. I have seen firsthand passion in this community that it has for its way of life. Clearly, this has been disrupted by the armed occupation. The FBI, Harney County Sheriff's Office, Oregon State Police, Oregon Sheriff's Association, and numerous law enforcement agencies from around the state have been working very hard to resolve this situation in a peaceful manner, to stop the threats to public safety and to end the significant disruption this has caused to the people of Harney County. We continue working towards resolution, and will do so with the primary goal of restoring normalcy to this community and highlighting the already existing cooperative efforts of local and federal partners in this county to address their own issues, both locally, federally, and state. There are currently 8 people in custody, 7 in Oregon, 1 in Arizona. They will have their initial appearance here in Oregon for the 7 in Oregon at 1:30 p.m. before a federal magistrate. At some time in the future, the defendant in Arizona will come to Oregon for future court proceedings. As Mr. Bretzing announced last night on behalf of the FBI, these 8 people were arrested for the federal felony offense of conspiracy to impede officers of the United States from discharging their official duties through the use of force, intimidation, or threats. This is an ongoing investigation, and we will not be commenting on the case. Instead, we will let the publicly filed documents in the case speak for themselves. In closing, I want to thank the federal, state, local, and tribal law enforcement officers and agents who are working very well together to support this community and this effort. I want to thank the people of Harney County and the Burns Paiute tribe for their patience and their passion for returning this community to normalcy. We will continue working around the clock until this matter is appropriately resolved. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Sheriff Dave Ward. I've been working on peaceful resolution of this problem since November 5th, when several of the individuals arrested yesterday came into my office. They had ultimatums that I couldn't meet. I'm here to uphold the law. I'm disappointed that a traffic stop yesterday that was supposed to bring peaceful resolution to this ended badly. Multiple agencies, law enforcement agencies, put a lot of work into putting together the best tactical plan they could to take these guys down peacefully and find some resolution to these issues that we're going through in our community. It didn't have to happen. We all make choices in life. Sometimes our choices go bad. The occupation at the refuge and the actions of some of the folks down there have created a lot of stress in our community. It hasn't just been isolated to the refuge. I think that's a point that gets missed quite a bit. Some of these folks have spent a lot of time in town trying to stir some issues within the community. If it was as simple as just waiting out some folks down there to get out of some buildings, we could have waited a lot longer. But this has been tearing our community apart. It's time for everybody in this illegal occupation to move on. There doesn't have to be bloodshed in our community. We have issues with the way things are going in our government. We have a responsibility as citizens to act on those in an appropriate manner. We don't arm up. We don't arm up and rebel. We work through the appropriate channels. This can't happen anymore. This can't happen in America, and it can't happen in Hardin County. Thank you.